So this is day 5 of my gratitude challenge. It's a video gratitude challenge. I'm sitting here with my guitar, the Epiphone J200. And one of the things I'm most grateful for is the guitar that was under my brother Jimmy's bed in 65 or 66. It was in tune when I took it out. I learned 3 chords from a Peter, Paul, and Mary songbook. Let's see, they were C, they were D minor, and they were G. First 3 chords. And that allowed me to play a song called Stew Ball. Stew Ball was a racehorse, and I wish she were mine. Never drank water, he always drank wine. His bridle was silver, his mane it was gold, and the worth of his saddle has never been told. Now I have no idea what day that was. But it was a day that should live in infamy because you're going along, remember the game of life? You go off in 2 different paths, and one of them is college and the other one is, I don't know, the state pen or something like that. Before that day, I wasn't a musician, and after like an hour of fooling around with the guitar, I was a musician. It sort of magically happened, okay? Very magical. And then, a while later, a few months later, I think after we moved to Flatbush in 1966, I took a Marine Band harmonica out of my brother Peter's drawer. We were sharing this, all 4 of the brothers were in one bedroom. I think it was designed to drive the 2 older boys out, which worked. Marine bands used to come in this little wood, sort of cardboard box. This is a B. I don't know why I still have a B in the box. I think they stopped putting them in the box, I don't know, 1985 or something like that. I also have, this didn't come with the Marine Band, but it used to come with the Marine Band. It's little instructions for playing the harmonica. I have actually got these out of a blues band harmonica, which is a cheaper, it's like $6, maybe $5. And that's how I got started. I pulled a harmonica out. I had a, let me just read something. I'll just read, it's all rhyming. It's a poem, this thing. Holes 4, 5, 6, and 7, you will see. Play the notes of the song or the melody. Place your tongue over 1, 2, 3, and hole 4 will blow free. So they're teaching you tongue blocking in this little rhyme thing. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure, using the same Peter, Paul, and Mary songbook, that this was the first song I played. And I played a lot better than Dylan ever did. And for about a year and a half, I played every kind of diatonic first position melody I could think of. I would just like play an interval and then work a song off of it. So I can play, just the other day in class, there was a woman, one of my students, who had spent some time in the Marine Corps, so when I got to the octave, of course, it's the dog does not like the harmonica. So just if you hear barking in the background, there's not an intruder. It's the stop. I gotta yell him once in a while. A dog that isn't yelled at won't know that you love him. So that's how I rolled. You can name me any tune, any tune in that sort of genre. The Minstrel Boy. Whatever. I can play it. Except the Star Spangled Banner has an accidental in there that I, even with my knowledge of bending, I can't get it. But then one day, another thing I'm grateful for, I don't know if this is 3 or 17,000, but another thing I'm grateful for is that my brother Peter used to bring, he worked in the library in Manhattan on Fifth Avenue, the big research library, and he would bring home records from the record stores on 42nd Street, and there was also a gigantic record store in the 42nd Street subway station. You had to pay to get on the subway to shop in the record store. And he used to bring home, he brought home the Doors, Donovan, Bob Dylan, the Holy Modal Rounders I got to hear, this album What's Shaking, which is the Loving Spoonful and Eric Clapton and a bunch of people. He brought home an album that Elektra put out called The Blues Project, before there was a band called The Blues Project. It's all acoustic blues, white blues musicians, urban blues musicians, doing their thing on this album. One of the albums he brought home was East West. And one day I was listening to East West. I was listening to Work Song, I think, because my mother had an album with Herb Alpert playing the Work Song. And I said, oh, is that the same song? Yes, it's the same song. Not done in the same style at all. And I couldn't believe that it was actually harmonica that he was playing. You know, he's got it all amped up and he's cupping it to the microphone, and it's a completely different sound than what I was getting. He was also bending notes like crazy and all that stuff. So it immediately became like, I have to learn to do that. I have to learn to do that. At that time, the only like teaching thing was Tony Glover's book on the blues harp, which wasn't really good. And when I look at stuff now and I read back to Tony Glover, it's amazing that I learned to bend notes from that book, because the way he tells you to do it is not entirely correct at all. But nonetheless, I read the stuff and I tried it, and eventually you get a bent note, which is, you know, bringing the pitch of the note that it's designed for down a half or a whole step. And then there's blow bends. Oh, the dog really doesn't like that. He's getting excited. So I learned to do those things. And I went from playing the Minstrel Boy and that kind of thing to playing, doing my best to play blues, okay? And I guess I got good at it. Tony Glover also taught me how to sound like a train, which I used to insist when I taught an adult education course in the harmonica. And I would tell the students that the New York State licensing exam for harmonica players means you have to sound like a train. Okay? So I learned those styles, the blues styles, playing second position, playing in a key that's not the key, playing in a key that's not the key that the harmonica is designed for. Okay? Very simple. But from early on, I started trying to do this. I bought an Elton harmonica rack many years ago. They're crap. I still have it. I never use it. I bought this new one. It's a little better. Now, most people that play harmonica in Iraq, they play in first position, and they sound kind of wheezy. Even the best of them, Bob Dylan, Neil Young, Bruce Springsteen, they all sound kind of wheezy. Now, don't get me wrong, I think Dylan is a genius. You listen to his Heartbreak on All Along the Watchtower, his cover of that Jimi Hendrix song, and you say to yourself, my God, he does know how to play. It's amazing. But I don't like wheezy harmonica. I don't like first position harmonica, except sometimes. This is the thing I'm really grateful for. You know, sometimes on the internet a test shows up to your brain, the sides of your brain hemisphere match up. Well, the last time I did it, I got 50-50 because I was cheating a little bit. But the time before that, when I hadn't seen the questions, I got 45-55. And I think that the reason I'm able to do that, play a single note blues run with chords, the one thing I've never been able to do is this. Do the head shake while you get this, you know? That I can't do it. I've been trying for 47 years, pretty much. I cannot do it. I cannot get a good head shake, a good warble with that rhythm, the shuffle rhythm. So, you know. But I can play walking blues. This is a C harp. I'm playing in G, right? Woke up this morning, I looked round for my shoes. You know I had those mean old walking blues, yeah. Woke up this morning and I looked around for my shoes. You know I had those mean old walking blues. So that's it. I'm grateful that my brother Peter left harmonicas in the drawer. I'm grateful that my brother Peter, Jimmy, left a guitar under the bed that was tuned. That was important. And I'm glad that I have a brain that allows me to go off in two different directions on two instruments at the same time. And I'm not naming any names tonight because I'm beginning to feel like it's a nuisance, you know? It's like, what's his name in Last Tango in Paris said. Marlon Brando, he said, no names here. No names. God bless you all.